You've got to be kidding me. If I were kidding, I would have said, you're witty and handsome. We have a lot of news about the future of OZARK. The show first dropped on Netflix in 2017 and quickly became a massive hit, following Marty Byrde, played by Jason Bateman, as he juggled money laundering and protecting his family from dangerous Mexican drug cartels. The Emmy-winning series was a favorite among fans and critics alike, getting lots of love for its writing, performances, and dark vibe. And now, everybody wants to know what's next. Well, there's discussion of a spin-off series and a movie. Both cast and creators have commented on it, but first, let's talk about where the Byrde family ended up. A lot of people thought at least one of them wouldn't make it through OZARK Season 4, Part 2, but Marty, Wendy, played by Laura Linney, and their 2 kids all survived. The finale threw a major curveball when private investigator Mel Satim, played by Adam Rothenberg, finally got the evidence to take down Marty and Wendy. Just as it looked like their luck had run out, Jonah, played by Skylar Gardner, shockingly shot Mel, and the screen cut to black. While OZARK is officially wrapped up for now, Jason Bateman has said he'd be open to playing Marty again if a movie or spin-off ever happens. The idea of an OZARK movie or spin-off has been tossed around, with Jason Bateman saying he'd be interested in returning to the OZARK world if the story came along. The cast and crew even chatted about the possibility during an appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live and at an FYC event. Both Chris Mundy and Bateman mentioned that while there's nothing concrete in the works, they are open to revisiting the OZARK universe. Bateman summed it up with a playful quote about the show's future: "It would have to be something that would allow for ghosts, because we've got a lot of them we'd want back." A movie could offer a tight, high-stakes continuation of the OZARK story, while a spin-off might dive deeper into the lives of supporting characters. Bateman's comment about ghosts suggests that the team might explore a prequel, flashbacks, or creative ways to revisit characters who didn't survive. It's clear that the possibility of expanding the OZARK universe is still on the table, opening doors to new and exciting directions. Bateman also shared why he'd be eager to return, pointing to how fulfilling it was to work on the first 4 seasons. He said, "Any job or work environment that was positive, where you love the people and the product, you'd want to return to it. It's rare to have something that's enjoyable all the time, and we had that with OZARK. I'd do it again in a second because experiences like that don't happen often." In a recent chat with Vulture, Laura Linney shared that she would have been happy to do more OZARK episodes. She loved playing Wendy and said the experience felt like landing in a pot of honey, thanks to the close-knit cast and crew. Linney explained that everything about the show just clicked, from the work ethic to the sense of safety and fun on set. She added that she missed it a lot and absolutely would have been on board for more seasons. Here's her full comment. "Absolutely. I'm having real withdrawal from OZARK. Everything about it worked. All the right people were in the right positions. Everyone had a similar viewpoint, everyone had a similar work ethic. I loved being in Atlanta. It was an unbelievable crew. Crews on television normally do not stay intact, but 90% of our crew stayed the entire time. What that does on a set, the safety that you feel, the unspoken communication, the ease, the comfort, and the fun that you have. I feel like I just landed in a pot of honey. I miss it a lot." At a recent Netflix promotional event, as reported by IndieWire, Chris Mundy shared his thoughts on what life might look like for the Byrde family 5 years after the finale. According to Mundy, the family has likely left the Ozarks and moved to the Midwest, where they're now leveraging their political connections on a national level. He put it simply, the Byrdes run to the Midwest, and in some ways, they're going to have the political clout to dictate national politics. While Mundy didn't go into much detail, it's clear he sees the Byrdes staying united and continuing to play the political game. The later seasons of OZARK already explored their efforts to win over political figures to support their money laundering ventures, and it sounds like that theme would persist. However, Mundy didn't confirm whether the family is still involved in laundering money or operating as criminals, leaving fans guessing about their next moves. Besides them, the abrupt ending of OZARK Season 4 left plenty of room for potential spin-offs, including one centered on Rachel Garrison. She was Marty's first business partner in the Ozarks, running the Blue Cat Lodge, but her story took a dark turn over the first 2 seasons. Pressured by an FBI agent to inform on Marty, Rachel spirals into addiction and personal turmoil. While she returns sober in season 4, she teams up with Ruth to go against the Byrds in a pivotal moment. Rachel kills a man to protect Ruth, leaving her visibly shaken by the violence. Her journey is filled with trauma from addiction, violence, and poverty, and a spin-off could explore her efforts to recover while grappling with the lasting impact the Byrds had on her life. The series could follow her struggle to heal while confronting the deep scars left by her past, making for a compelling character-driven story. Next, we have Jonah Byrd, who had one of the most fascinating character arcs in the series. Jonah was introduced as a kid who learned the ropes of money laundering at a young age, and over the course of Ozark, we watched him try to distance himself from his parents, only to ultimately reconnect with them at the end. While Marty and Wendy's story may be done, Jonah's journey could be just beginning. A spin-off could explore the long-term impact of his parents' actions on him as he transitions into adulthood. Whether the story picks up during his college years or beyond, there is no denying that Jonah's morals have been shaped, if not fully corrupted, by his family. If Ozark's message is that once the Byrds are in the game, there's no getting out, Jonah's future would definitely be an intriguing path to follow as he navigates the consequences of growing up in that world. Next up is Omar Navarro. Even though he met his end in the Ozark finale, Omar Navarro was one of the show's most compelling villains, leaving a lasting impact even in scenes where he wasn't physically present. His complex relationships with Wendy, Marty, and his family were full of tension and surprising twists. Omar's rise to power in the cartel is shrouded in mystery, and as the series progressed, more of his family members were introduced, hinting at a rich backstory. A spin-off centered around Navarro's family could be fascinating. Like Succession, but instead of battling for control of a media empire, the Roy siblings would be fighting for dominance within a massive drug cartel. This could explore the family dynamics, power struggles, and the high-stakes world of cartel leadership, offering a fresh and thrilling angle on the Ozark universe. Lastly, there's Ruth Langmore. Without a doubt, Ruth was Ozark's most beloved character. Her journey ended tragically when she was shot and killed by Camila Alessandro in one of the final scenes of the show. Julia Garner's portrayal of Ruth earned her 2 back-to-back Emmy wins for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Drama Series, reflecting the deep empathy and interest audiences have for the character. Ruth's storyline is deeply tied to the Langmore curse, the belief that everyone in her family is doomed to either die young or fail to truly understand their potential. To truly understand Ruth's journey, we need to look at her difficult upbringing, marked by abuse and a life of crime. There's a rich trove of material in the history of the Langmore family, offering plenty of potential for a spin-off that could explore Ruth's past, the trauma that shaped her, and the cycle of violence and hardship that seems to follow her family. Well, that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on this and other exciting upcoming movies. See you next time.